welcome back to my channel for the love of glitter. Today I am doing a review on the new Butter Collection palettes. I have both colors in light medium and medium deep. And before we get started, there is a special giveaway going on. I am giving away the winner's choice of either a medium deep or a light medium palette. Travis and I have decided to do a family channel and we are trying to think of a good name. So if you have any ideas, either leave it on this video, or you can leave it on my Instagram post of the picture. It has Declan blurred out and then it says you can win this. Or I also have it on Facebook. So before you come up with your name, you might want to check those areas just to make sure someone hasn't already come up with the same name as you. But I'm really excited. It's going to end this coming Sunday, which is Mother's Day. And if we don't end up picking an exact name, or we're inspired by that name, if we were inspired by someone else's name but kind of tweaked it a bit, we'll definitely say that they're the winner and give the palette of their choice to them. But if it's like we just ended up coming up with our own name, then what will happen is we will draw from everyone who participated on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So again, that ends Sunday, so hurry up and go get those in. You can buy these from Physicians Formula. You can get this for 50% off. I do have a code that you can use, and I think if you use it, then I get 50% off of whatever I purchase. I don't know when I'll be purchasing again from Physicians Formula though, but it's cool because you get 50% off. So it is cheaper to buy it from Physicians Formula if you have the 50% off coupon. It retails for like just under $15 on their website, so it is more expensive than if you find it at your local Walmart. It'll be just under $12, so you'll save a couple of dollars there. So let's open one of these up so you can see what you're dealing with. Here's the outer packaging. It's holographic. It's not too much bigger than my hand. It's a pretty good sized palette. The thing that's kind of cool is you can take this out, so you can use the box later on for whatever you really want to. So in this palette you get the bronzer, the blush, and two new highlighters, and you get a perfume that is inspired by the Butter Bronzer scent, which everyone, including myself, is obsessed with. I love the Butter Bronzer scent. If you haven't tried it, it smells coconutty. It smells like you just went on vacation. It smells almost like one of those tropically oils that you use for tanning. It just smells so good. The bronzers and the blush are not new. In the light and medium, you get the bronzer in bronzer, blush in natural glow, and then you get these new highlighters called Highlight in Full Moon and Highlighter in Galactic. Now these two are powders. These two are like Super Shock Shadows or Super Shock Cheeks from ColourPop. So if you haven't tried those, it's a really interesting formula. It's really nice. It's one of my favorites. So they're not powdery. They're, it's always kind of hard to describe this to people who haven't used it. It's more like a cream, but it comes up really easily and it blends easily into the skin. You can use this with your fingers. You can use it with like a light, you can use it with brush too. So they're just really easy to use, but they blend flawlessly into the skin and you don't have that powdery look or finish to it. The thing I really like about this perfume bottle is it's so small you can just throw it into a purse. So it's perfect for travel size. I'll talk about the perfume scent a little bit later, but you do get 0.5 fluid ounces, so I don't think that's bad for the amount of product you get, plus you get a perfume, so I think the price point is really quite nice. I'm going to swatch these for you real quick. Here is the bronzer. I feel like the bronzer is great for really pale complected people. If you're planning on using it as like a contour, it sometimes is a little bit difficult to show up on darker skin tones. This blush has a golden shimmer to it. It's really pretty, but I feel like since there's so much highlighter in this, you don't necessarily need it. So there's the bronzer and blush so far. Here's the highlighters. They feel so smooth and creamy. It is crazy. There we go. So pretty, right? So I feel like these colors the only reason why you'd really want to choose this palette is if you are more fair complected. Honestly, this blush does show up, but it has such a golden sheen that it almost looks like I just have this highlighter piled on top of a light peach color that doesn't show up too good on my skin tone. So here we have the light medium swatched out on my skin tone. I did not build this up. I wanted to see how it swatches with just like one swipe. The highlighters are super pigmented in my opinion. Galactic kind of has a little bit more of like a glitter type. It's definitely more intense, whereas this one right here is definitely more of the wearable one. So I think that's cool that they included two different types of highlighters. And then I love this bronzer, and then this blush is pretty, but like I said, it does have a lot of shimmer to it when you put it on the cheek, so it's almost like you put this on top of a blush. So now let's take a look at the medium deep palette. I do think I prefer this palette for my skin tone just because I like the blush in it better. I feel like you just have so much highlight going on. You don't really need a blush that has shimmer in it. I love shimmery things and I love shimmery blushes. But since, like I said, there are two highlighters in this, I just don't feel the need to have a luminous blush. So in this palette you have the bronzer in deep bronzer, and honestly I got both of them for myself because I really wanted to see the difference between the bronzers and the blush. And the bronzer is deeper in this one, but it still works for my skin tone. I honestly couldn't see it working for really deep skin tone, so I don't know. The only way I probably wouldn't get this one is if I was very pale complected. I mean, it might be a little bit too dark for you then. So here is the Natural Glow, and here is the, what's this one called? Vintage Rouge. Maybe I'll swatch those right next to each other so you can see which blush you like, because I know this was a problem for me. I did not know which one to choose. So as you can see, that one has like a golden sheen and that one is matte. So they're both really pretty. I just think I prefer the matte one, like I said, because there's so much highlighter in it already. And then I'm going to swatch the bronzers too side by side so you can get a feel for the difference in the deepness. So here's the first one in bronzer, and then here's the bronzer in deep. So here's the lighter one, here's the darker one. Again, I'll swatch those side by side on my hand so you can really see the difference. That's the lighter one, and there's the deeper one. So there's the big differences. So I mean, I think it would work for tan skin tone, but for really deep, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, guys. So I will swatch the dark one just so you can see the difference. Here's the light medium one. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch the deep palette for you guys, even though half of it's the same. But you can see it all side by side, so I'm just going to do it real quick. Here is the deep one. I find that using this deeper shade of bronzer is not too deep for me. It works fine as a contour. The other one definitely gives you a more like super natural one. Okay. Let's see. And I just swiped those on there. As you can see, they're much more pigmented than the first ones. I did not build it up. So super pretty. I love these highlighters though. Let me see if I can, they're really pretty. These are limited edition as of right now. I know some people are hoping that they come out with these permanently, which would be nice. I think they're really pretty. There we go. So again, this one is more of the chunky glitter, and this one right here, this one's more chunky glitter-y looking, like super intense, and this one blends out to more light. Let's see. I'll blend them out on my hand here so you can kind of see them blended out. There's the golden one, and there's Galactic, I think is what it's called. I can just keep going. Really enjoy these. I've never tried them before, but I do like them because they're just like ColourPop, which I love ColourPop, so Works for me. Alright, let's move on to the perfume scent. This perfume. I tried it a few times because I really wanted to get a hang of the scent. Not gonna lie, at first when I smelled it I was really disappointed. It smells nothing like the bronzer at all, in my opinion. I don't smell anything reminiscent of it. It's supposed to be kind of not identical, but it's inspired by. I don't think it smells anything like it, and I think if you're expecting it to smell just like it, you might be disappointed, like I was. It has a very musky type scent mixed with clean, kind of tropically sandalwood / clean. So at first I was like, it smells identical to some other scents that I've had before, but it does have like a thrown in scent of cleanliness, like soapy type smell. So that's where it's a little bit different. It is starting to grow on me the more I wear it, but I was a little bit disappointed at first, but I am starting to enjoy it more. I think for the price though, this whole kit is just really a good value, so I wouldn't just buy it for the perfume, but then again it is like limited edition as far as I know. Maybe they're just kind of testing to see if people like it. I don't know. I think this palette is a really great deal, and if you still are unsure about the blushes, I would do what I did and I would honestly pick up both because they are a little bit different. Yes, you're gonna get 2 highlighters, but you can never have too much highlight, let's be honest. You can use them on your lids, you can use it on your body. Price, it's a really good deal. I don't know about the sizes, if these are full sizes or not, but still I think it's great to try out their line, especially if you've never tried anything out. The only thing I've ever had is their Butter Bronzer, so it was really great for me to try out their blush and their highlighters to see if I like them, if I ever did want to buy like a full size on its own highlighter. So I think this is an awesome idea, and I hope we see more of these from them in the future because I think it was really a great idea, and I think people are gonna just buy the heck out of them. So do not forget to give us your family channel name, because you will get to choose. I still have it bubble wrapped between deep medium and the medium, light medium and the deep one. So I have both of them here. You might be asking, well, what are you gonna do with the other palette? Well, we're going to pick a random subscriber from our new channel, and they're going to win whatever palette that you do not choose. So it's going to be kind of like 2 fun giveaways. And you can take a look at these swatches if you win to kind of see which color. So this is the deep, this is the lighter one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you will have a wonderful day, and see you later. Bye. I can't wait to see your names.